It's Our Story. Barry Rosenberg, Denver, Colorado.
I think the nursing home we worked at was a hodgepodge of people who were disenfranchised. You had some coming from state institutions, some had tried to live in the community, but again, there weren't the resources, and very often they would, they had the spirit to live on their own, but not the resources, so they would oftentimes break down physically, go to the hospital, come into the nursing home, try again, oftentimes come back. You had from the institutions, you had people who were developmentally disabled, and you had people who were physically and developmentally disabled, and you had people who were physically disabled but didn't have the benefit of any education, were pretty savvy, but they never learn to read or write, but they certainly had the potential of living on their own, and some of the people you'll be interviewing have done that. They live on their own, take transportation and the like, but I don't think they had the benefit of any education, so to speak of. And there were also people with mental illnesses that were on the nursing home. Again, the owner, we railed against him and his cronies, but I think his intent was to get people together. If you're going to go into a nursing home, go into one that's good. And we're saying that by its very nature, it's not a good place. People don't want to be there. But again, it was more than just this owner. It was, there were no resources within the state and federal government, essentially, to support people. But I think Atlantis, the strength of Atlantis very, very early on, and I think the name community, sort of fits with it. It was a community of people who were essentially disenfranchised. And I remember, I went out to see CIL in Berkeley, and I was amazed at the energy, but it was a different population. It was people basically who were from all parts of the country, a lot of spinal cord injured individuals with spinal cords. There were people who were post-polio who went out there, and because they couldn't live independently and they were extremely motivated, they had a good education, they had a good family life, but they knew they couldn't live in their communities and fled to Berkeley. It was a wonderful community. Whereas at Atlantis, it was the people who were forgotten, who were given up, 2 weeks after they were born. Of course, the doctor said, you can't raise a child with cerebral palsy. They're going to affect your life, your marriage, your siblings. You can't afford it. And so people always followed doctor, and they gave up their kids willingly. And it's sort of remarkable because now parents will, or anything about, they're not going to give up their kids, no matter what anyone says. But I think Atlantis was always egalitarian, and I think that was a very strong principle with both Wade and myself, predominantly Wade. Wade really was the general.
The It's Our Story project is a national effort to make disability history public and accessible. Visit us at www.itsourstory.org or on the It's Our Story project YouTube channel.